What's up, y'all? Magic Mondays. So for the next 4 Mondays, at least this is the plan, I'll be doing the 4 elements. And for this one, we'll start with fire. So, fire in its largest sense, obviously we got the great big ball of fire in the sky. Thank you, sun. You are beautiful. If you guys haven't ever done sun salutations, it's a great way to start the morning. Ideally, you want to get up, right before the sun starts rising and rise with the sun. That's my preferred method. I don't necessarily get to do that every day sometimes, but that's the goal. So fire. Fire is our will. It is our basically our decision to do something and the enforcing of that very action. That's what fire represents. Fire is passion. It goes hand in hand with that. Your passions, and having that passion is how you get through a lot of situations and why you get through a lot of situations, honestly. You know why, and you know what you're doing there, and you know what your end result is, because that's your passion and that's your values, which is another key word when it comes to it. So, through that, your willpower comes naturally, because that's all part of fire. Also, it's your spirit when we're talking about, like, a description of, like, mind, body, spirit, emotional body. Your spirit is your fire. That is the most etheric of the elements, for sure. It's like the opposite side of Earth, whereas Earth is literally the physical manifestation of everything that we're touching. Fire is the spirit. It's the exact opposite of that. It is the innate source, the energy that makes it, that animates it. Its direction is north when it comes to correspondences, and I find that one very easy to remember, because think about it, fire is always rising north. Obviously, on top of this, you think of other things when you think of fire. You think of people getting angry, and that's because there's two sides to fire. I don't like to necessarily always use the term healthy, but most of the time, people don't use anger in the right manner. If you were in a situation where you're already in the midst of something, anger can be helpful. But, if you never let it escalate to that point in the first place, it would never be even necessary. Maybe if you're out in the middle of the woods and an animal attacks you, that anger could help in that situation. But typically, that is the unstable fire. That's when the fire has gotten a little out of control. You don't quite know how to harness that fire, and it's gotten away from you. And so your anger comes. And it is what it is. We all have different temperances. Thankfully, I've never been one to necessarily jump to anger. Not that I won't challenge somebody, especially mentally. But, it normally takes just a moment of space where you... Oh, hey guys. Who's joining me? But it just takes a moment of space, Don't necessarily fly off the handle immediately. Don't jump to conclusions, When that fire first jumps out of the fire pit and catches the grass on fire, if you freak out, probably end up with the whole yard burned down. But if you take some time to think, oh shit, okay, fire just got it here. What's the smartest move? You're going to grab that bag of sand, or, you're going to get that mat that happens to be sitting over there that you lay out. Sometimes, boom, right there. Hopefully, the fire is so big that you can just stomp it out sometimes. And if we are smart about the fire and we watch the fire, it will be that simple. As soon as it gets a little out of line, just temper it. And that's fire. I love you guys. For the next week, I really would like to inspire, which inspiration is part of fire too, by the way. I want to inspire everybody to use your fire, actively use your willpower and stand up for what you believe in. With that being said, I will see you guys very soon. Namaste.